All right, we are back and we are playing more with the Dragon's Roar versus the um Blaze Destruction decks. They're starting our series off, but like I said, I'm not really keeping track of the wins and losses because they didn't get to play through their whole. They won't be able to play through the whole season. But do excuse me because you may hear my on-call phone go off in the background. So, but we are about to jump into another duel. The Dragon's Roar is starting to come through with some wins. We are going to see how long they can keep that up, though. Because that's the thing about these duels is the fact that the more that you start to build the deck up, of course, the better it's going to do, but also the better the other one's going to do too. I'm going to go second. The fire deck actually does have cards that would constitute it going first, like backfire and everything like that. Oh, look at that. Okay. So, not working with the greatest, but not a bad. I'm going to play this face down. It was only on a face up card. I'll have to play a face up. And we're going to play two cards face down in turn. If there's a question is, do I want to use? Okay, I gotta move. I gotta move it up. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna first play Cauldron of the Old Man. Give myself 500 life points. Okay, card face down. We got polarization on it. If we had what's his name, we could use it. Now here's the problem. Mm. We're gonna have to do something. The only other monster I have, I don't want to use. But I probably should have played it anyway. Oh, still took damage though. That's beautiful. Mass Dragon. Okay, so since you can only attack once, because I got Inferno in my hand, but obviously you can't use Inferno until you get a fire monster in your graveyard. Oh damn, we drew him. That's crazy work. Okay, so we're gonna use Stamp and Destruction to get rid of the whole thing. We're just gonna do Dark Bride to negate that. So what do let's, oh wow, we drew a second solar flare dragon. That's crazy work. Okay, so let's see if we can. Okay, so this is what the move is gonna have to do. Get this out there though. We'll be messing with him. So on even, hit him with the 600. Now because we got a pyro monster out there, he can't attack Solar Flare Dragon now. As long as we don't keep that up. Do that mug right on time, didn't we? This is the reason why I was talking about the DNA transplant from my deck for the fire deck, because Ultimate Baseball Kid also gets 1,000 points for every monster. So like if we were in this scenario and we had like Ultimate Baseball Kid instead with Inferno, then if we use DNA transplant, then Ultimate Baseball Kid would have 3,000 more points. Put this face down. We're gonna end our turn with that. You draw a machine monster, we back in it. If we draw a machine monster, we're back in it. We did not draw a machine monster. Okay? I might just have to take the hit. Nah, I'm gonna have to play a card. But here's the problem. So on the Multi Destructions, on the Blaze of Destruction, we have the second Solar Flare Dragon in my hand, Polymerization, and Dark Room Knight. Now we can play Dark Room Nightmare. So we can do 300 extra points of damage. The problem is I don't want to play the Solar Flare Dragon on the chance that we draw one of my UFO turtles. If we draw one of my UFO turtles, I can play Polymerization, summon the Blaze Phoenix, the Burning Bombardment Bird, who's 2,800 points, 400 points stronger, and then we'll be able to take back what's going on. If I play Solar Flare Dragon is going to get destroyed, regardless. And then my luck will be that we're going to draw freaking UFO turtle next turn, and then we won't be able to play it. So we're going to have to take a hit. What we're going to have to do instead of what we're going to have to do is that we're going to have to build our life points up instead. Instead of doing damage to him, we just have to build our life points up. Definitely gonna need to build our life points up. Okay, so and all we drew was the third Solar Flare Dragon. There's no way. Um, so here's where our problem is. Problem is, give ourselves some life points. Now here's what the problem is. Because we're gonna have to play something. That's 3,400 points. We're gonna have to play this. Nope. Crazy that we didn't draw one of the UFO turtles. If we would have drew UFO turtles, that would have made this a lot better. So, I'm gonna get y'all field. I'm gonna get Blaze of Destruction, the other character field to play on. Okay, let's see what we're looking like this time around. What's on so? Okay, so we ain't got much of a choice. Okay, so we got a Mystical Space Typhoon and a Dust Tornado. Then we're gonna summon Solar Core Dragon. In time. Damn, Dino Tornado Transporter face down. Turn. Really dust it. Okay. Let's get rid of that face down. Primarily because we already have got Mystical Space Typhoon still face down. So depending on what we draw them, usually backfire. What do I want to do? I have Monster Reborn. But I don't want to play Monster Reborn. What I'm hoping to draw. Okay, so this hand is kind of buns. So we're gonna play Twin-Headed Behemoth. And then we're gonna activate Reload. So the cards in my hand right now are Red Eyes, Black Flare Dragon, Armed Dragon level 5, and Red Eyes Black Dragon. There we go. Much better. I'm gonna play Shard of We are going to stop that because you are currently winning and we don't want you to get more cards. So what I'm hoping is about to happen is we're about to draw a second Solar Flare Dragon or even a UFO turtle. We're going to draw a UFO turtle or a Solar Flare Dragon. And hopefully, like if we draw a UFO turtle, we can run UFO turtle into his monster, summon Solar Flare Dragon, then play Monster Reborn, reviving a Solar Flare Dragon. That's what I'm hoping for. Either that or we just draw a straight up Solar Flare Dragon. Okay, so we didn't draw a straight up Solar Flare Dragon. We didn't. But we did draw something that could help us. We can play Molten Destruction, then play Monster Reborn. Not exactly what I wanted, but kind of what we need. This is what I used to miss, the back and forth. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just super negating. You got omni negates and stuff like that. You just built up this board that just negates everything your opponent tries to do, and therefore you don't have to play through none of it. No offense to everybody who plays like that, but I feel like that you don't really. I don't feel like you really proved that you were better than your opponent just because you got to go first and you built up a board that was just full of nothing but negates. And then like the only way that you can counter a board like that is like you got to have like 1,001 hand traps. I don't particularly like that. Okay, so here's the problem. So we have a solution. It's going to have to go like this. Play this, and then play Swords of Revealing Light. Because now, so unless he does something next turn that's going to get us, sacrifice these two. Summon Red Eyes Black Flare Dragon. We got Call of the Haunted. We just drew Call of the Haunted, y'all. In preparation for whatever's about to happen, we're just going to activate Backfire. We can't do anything, so let's draw. We got Creature Swap. We're just gonna sacrifice one. Yeah, we're gonna lose a little bit off of this. You ain't gonna be able to do that though. And wouldn't it be perfect if we drew Solar Flare Dragon? We didn't draw Solar Flare Dragon. but we drew something that's a tad bit better. I'm gonna play both of these cards face down, and that's gonna end my time. Coming in. So once we do Val damage, then we can kick him back for what you got going on. We're gonna activate Wall Revealing Light. Now, yep, we're gonna give up 3,000 points, and then we're gonna play Called and Haunted. Give back my Solar Flare Dragon. Now any monster at 3,000 points or lower can't attack. We'll end our turn. We just drew Rage and Flame Sprite. Oh, wow. Talk about the luckiest draw I've ever seen. We drew this mug exactly when we needed it. That's crazy work. That's crazy. Y'all saw that. We top decked the card that we needed immediately. I don't know if I want to get rid of the Stamp of Destructions now. I was originally thinking about getting rid of them. That's crazy, y'all. Alright, y'all, so we get to go put cards in. There are some monsters I do want to change out in the Blaze of Destruction deck, but right now I think we're going to work more on the Spell and Traps end. So I'm thinking instead of 2 Dust Tornadoes, we can grab Harpy's Feather Duster for the Blaze of Destruction. You know what, though? No, that wouldn't be right to add. Only reason why I say that is because if we're talking about dueling against them, that's not really what be messing us up. Their back row doesn't mess us up too much. What messes us up is those monsters. So actually, we're going to put the Dust Tornado back, and we're going to get rid of we might still get rid of the Dust Tornado, you know. We're going to get rid of the Meteor Destruction, and we're going to put Regeki in the deck instead. That's what we're going to do. And for Dragon's Roar, let's see what we're looking like in here. Okay, so what I kind of want to do. Here's the problem. Here's what I want to do, right? And I'm probably going to do it like this too. So what we're going to do is we're going to take these interdimensional matter transporters, get up out of there. We're going to put this here, and then we're going to put him there. So I wanted to get the fusion in there, the polymerization in there, so that when I start putting the other cards in there, we can start making the other fusions too, like this one and this one. Still got other cards we got to put in there. I don't know if I want to put him in here. He is actually not bad. If you put him in here, your opponent activates a monster effect, destroy a card. Your opponent activates an effect period. Like when your opponent activates a card effect period, you can choose to either destroy a monster or spell and trap. I feel like I want him in the deck. Because that's decent removal, in my opinion. The only problem is like you got him, just one, then there's two, then 3, 4, 5. You got 5 more high levels that are going to be added into the deck. So you got to take these 2 high levels out, and there's still 3 that got to be added, right? That's 4 right here, but you already have Red Eyes, which makes 5, which means there'll be 8 high-level monsters plus 12 other monsters that are not high-level. Now, we don't necessarily need this one, right? Because he's good to protect them from being destroyed by battle and card effects. That's not a bad ability, but we don't really need this one when you got this one. And the reason why I say that is because the which one is it? Where is it at? This one says it's got to be summoned with a level 6 monster. That's a level 6. That's a level 6. So during the main phase, when this card is sent to the graveyard, you can banish it and then add 1 Red Eyes fusion from your deck of graveyard to the hand. So like you can use this one in place, but obviously having more than 1 level 6 dragon in your deck ups the chances of being able to summon this thing. You're just gonna have to figure it out. That's all it is. We're just gonna have to figure it out. Okay, but both decks now has an extra deck now, so we're cooking with grease now. All right, let's see what we can do. This is part of the reason why I want to. I'm gonna have to start adding. If we win this duel, we're going to add another Red Eyes monster along with another stone. Okay. This hand that we got, it's horrible in the fact that we don't have any monsters. But it's not complete buns. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to end my time. That's what we're going to do. We're just going to end our time. So we got in front of our Flame Emperor, Regeki, Heavy Storm, Shard of Reed, and Dark Bride. Now, the problem is I don't want to play Shard of Reed, and then we're going to play Heavy Storm immediately to have to destroy. 2 cards. Red Eyes Wyvern. And it's not the worst, but it's definitely better than theirs, for sure. So we can't draw anything for our front row, which we really ain't drew nothing. Okay. One shard of green. One card face down. We could Regeki this monster. We could. So we're going to probably hold it. We're going to see what we draw next. We could Regeki it. Get rid of the card because it doesn't seem like he can draw anything either. So we could Regeki it, but we're not. We're gonna see what happens next. Okay. Now, technically, I could do this, and then if it's sent to the graveyard, I can add a Red Eyes card from my deck to my hand. I would rather it be that Homeboy was here, but give 2,400 extra points to give him 2,400 points. It's not a bad thing either. Okay, so that was a mess up on my end because I just got an on call. We are going to jump back in. That just counts. We're just going to count that as a tie for both of them. So each one of them got to win. So whoever wins this duel is the one who wins the round. Okay. We're going to go first. We'll play this. If we play this, let's play this. Let's play this. I gotta play. End our time. And draw. Okay, so do we want to? What we're going to do instead is we're going to play this down. And we're going to play alternate the old man. Now we could mystical space this one, but we know that there's wall of revealing light. But we also have our stamp of destruction. We're just going to mystical space this one. We're going to mystical space this one. We don't need him gaining more life points because also, even though there is a wall of revealing light, the lower his life points is, the better for us. We're going to play fire. Destroy his monster. We decide to try to destroy our monster with destroy Fire Hand. That's just going to destroy his monster. So we got another move. We're going to play this. Then we're going to play Creatures. Dust Tornado doesn't negate that, unfortunately. Swap. Now, if this works the way that it's always been working, then when I send him to the graveyard, we'll still be able to do our thing. Yes. We could get rid of his Black Dragon. We're going to get this thing. Okay, so we can't use that. That's cool. So it gives us, so we can wait to see what you're going to try to do in response. Now, what do we... Everything being everything, we're just going to destroy it with this. This card is going to destroy itself at the end of the turn anyway. Oh, you can't even use that card's ability. Haha! Alright, we got Masked Dragon. Yeah, it says we won't be able to summon a card, but that's fine. Because we're going to play this. Dust Tornado doesn't work for this either. Well, I should have summoned something. But I Slash Dragon can take the warrior. We're gonna Dust Tornado that warrior. Huh? It doesn't matter. Because it's just gonna go to the graveyard. Right? Slash Dragon. The only cards we got in our hands: Ultimate Baseball Kid, Raging Flame Sprite, and Festivus. Which that could be something decent, but we gotta figure something else out with that. We're gonna summon Mass Dragon. His ability activates, giving us him back. Again, that's fine. Now, even if you draw the wall of revealing light, that's not gonna do nothing for you. Now, here's the thing again. We're in a situation where you might have something. You might have something. You might be able to pull something off of it. What I got in my hand? We just drew one of our Stamping Destruction. How do I want to play this? And what I'm thinking is summoning Little Chimera, right? No, that wouldn't work the way I'm thinking about it. So what I need is to get Thessalus. But what I need is Thessalus along with like Little Chimera or package that. What I need is like Thessalus with like Little Chimera or Multi-Destruction on it. Okay, so this is I'm thinking, because even if I play Thessalus, now don't get me wrong, if I play Thessalus, that would give me 2,400 points. He'll have him drop a card from his hand, but the only monster I'll be able to attack is Mass Dragon. Mass Dragon will more than likely summon something that I don't really want to have to fight right now. I'm just going to. This is what we're going to do. We're going to sacrifice this. Hopefully, we drop a monster from his hand to do some damage to him. There we go. And then. Alright, Mass Dragon activates its ability. I might keep a Mass Dragon. Do the Element Dragon. So I'm going to summon Element Dragon. Then we're going to use Black Stone of Legends for this to the grave. So originally what I was thinking about is I was going to summon this. And then bring back the Red Eyes in my graveyard, but I could just summon this one. That way ain't got no other warriors, right? Okay. Okay. So on our end, I'm thinking to go along with Wall of Revealing Light. We put in the Messenger of Peace. I say we drop the other level limit area B and put in Messenger of Peace. Because they essentially do almost the exact same thing. The difference is I feel like Messenger of Peace is better because with level limit area B, it stops every level 4 or lower from attacking. It switches into defense mode. But the thing is that it doesn't do anything, even though we don't have one yet. There's the fact that we, at some point with the Red Eyes deck, they're going to have a Link and at least one Exceed monster, which means that we're going to be doing more than that. Means like level limit area B won't do any good. But with Wall of Revealing Light and Messenger of Peace, now don't get me wrong, Messenger of Peace also keeps all of our monsters that are 1500 attack or more from attacking. But we have like 3 Solar Flare Dragons and what's his name? And Volcanic Slicer. And then we also have like the Rage and Flame Sprite until it gets to attack after the second time. So now for this, what I'm feeling like is we need to dip more. We need to put at least one more of him in here because of his ability. When a card effect is activated that targets a card you control, you can send one equipped card to the graveyard and negate the activation. Yep. This card is destroyed by battle or card effect. You can special summon as many monsters from your graveyard as possible that were equipped to this card. So, I feel like we need to put, either we put another Gear Free in there, or we put a different card in there. But for right now, we're going to put 2 cards in. So that, and I'm going to get rid of Reckless Greed. I'm going to get rid of Reckless Greed, and I'm going to go for a monster. We'll probably put another, I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about if I want to put another Gear Free in there. I definitely want to put another Stellar Trap in there. Let's see. Send 1 level 7 Red Eyes monster from your hand to the graveyard. Draw 2 cards. Then you can send 1 level 7 monster from your deck to the graveyard. So obviously, this gives us ability to draw 4 cards. Now the only issue I have with this is that you have to have the Red Eyes in your hand. It's not bad, right? But the only level 7 Red Eyes that we have is this one, and then of course the original Red Eyes. Now we could get like this, but this goes more for the Metal Morph than for Red Eyes. Doesn't mean that you can't play it, but that's more for the Metal Morph than Red Eyes. This, and then of course there's the Malefic one, but again, they don't really go with this deck. Oh, and then of course the Tomb too. So probably won't add this one to my deck, or at least I won't be adding it right now. What I'm thinking is either this or like 1 Red Eyes monster control, equip this card so it can make up to 2 attacks on monsters during each battle phase. You can send this equipped card to the graveyard, target 1 effect monster on the field. Equip that target to the monster this was equipped to, and if you do, while a monster is equipped to it by this effect, its attack and defense become equal to the original attack and defense of the equipped monster. Now, this is a good way to get some cards off your opponent's side of the field if you need to. Now, here's the question. What am I doing? Am I about to add another Gear Free? Because right now we have a target of what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, technically. So we can target 8 monsters. So do I want to add another stone? I feel like I want to add another stone. That's what I feel like I want to do. I feel like I want to add another stone. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to add another stone in here. All right. That's what we're looking like so far. We do need to start putting some of the staples in ourselves too, though. So next duel, win or lose, we getting rid of Trap Jammer. We'll get rid of Trap Jammer. We're going to put Dark Bribe in this deck so we can have a better negate option. And then after that, we'll probably look into getting Regeki and Harpy Feather Duster put into this deck as well. Good board rules. So the Harpy's Feather Duster is going to replace one of the Stamp of Destructions for sure. And then Regeki, I don't know what I'm going to replace Regeki with, but I'm going to replace Regeki definitely with something. We're probably going to, so when it comes to these, so Dark Bribe is going to replace this. Harpy's Feather Duster is going to replace this. We'll probably take out one of the creature swaps for Regeki, and then we'll probably take out another Stamp of Destruction for Solemn Judgment. And then we'll continue putting the rest of the Red Eye stuff. I have to decide if I want him in this deck. I do. I feel like I want this card in this deck, but I'm not 100% sure yet. Because that's a good removal. But the problem is, like I said, that puts how many high levels in here? Because he'll be 1, that's 2, oh, this thing too, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 more high levels in here. Take out these 2, that still leaves us with 4 high levels. That's 5, so that's 9 high level monsters that'll be in the deck, where there are 11 other monsters. We're talking about Brick City. Because I want to summon this. I want to summon this. And I want to summon this. So we're kind of stuck on that, y'all. I'm not adding him in here. I'm not adding him in here because that just adds another brick on there because he has to be summoned. And I'm probably not going to add him in there. I want this card in there because of its ability. His ability is pretty damn good. Like anytime, like while he's on the field, my opponent has to play around that. You have to play around it every time you activate a spell or trap. Unless your field is just empty, he could destroy stuff. That's a big thing to me. But I don't know, but it doesn't look like I'll be able to add him though, because we're already looking at what? It's like 8 other high levels that we got to add in here, right? 1, and then 2. Hold on, let me go. Let me look at that because maybe I'm counting wrong. Because what we have to add is 1. Then the Archfiend makes 2. This makes 3. Make 4. And then that thing for the Red Eyes Fusion makes 5. That's 5 monsters that got to be added. So 1, 2. This is 5. They got the 3. Yep, it's gonna be 8 high levels in there. Yeah, we're just gonna we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. But until then, everybody, please be safe. Have a wonderful day and or night, and goodbye.